Hey guys, welcome back to another studio vlog here on the channel. So if a lot of you follow me on my other social media profiles, you might have seen that earlier this year, I got to be a part of 2 art exhibitions, which was really cool for me. The first one, I was in a gallery over in Frederick, the Delaplane Arts Center, and that was an exhibition about what it means to be like an emerging artist, which was perfect for me, and I was really glad that I was chosen to be a part of that exhibition when I submitted it. The other one, which was also really big for me, was the BWI airport exhibit, which is really huge because a lot of people go through BWI airport, and I was a part of the all around Arundel exhibit for, I think it was like 3 months. What was it? May, June, July. Yeah, my art was on display for 3 months at BWI Airport. And yeah, that was really cool. And I feel like that exhibition specifically has opened the door for me for multiple opportunities. One thing that I've been learning over this year as I've been, educating myself on what I need to do in order for my art business to be more successful, or at least have a chance for it to be more successful, is that making connections within the art industry is super important. And so that's the thing that I've been recognizing more this year, and those are the efforts that I've been trying to make. And I think that's going to be a good thing for me because coming from me submitting my art into that exhibit, my art was actually chosen to be on, I believe it was the cover for a pamphlet that was a part of the gala that this art community holds every year. And huge honor that happened. I haven't been able to get a copy of it yet because I didn't actually go to the gala, unfortunately, but still cool nonetheless. Furthermore, I actually have been watching for other opportunities that they've been opening as well. And one of the ones that I applied for was a solo exhibition for their schedule of solo exhibitions that they're going to be holding from the end of this year going into next year. And I told myself, well, I've already participated in one exhibition. They recognized me enough to put my art on one of their pamphlets in their media as well. My art is now a part of their identity in a way. I think it'd be a really interesting thing if I applied to be a part of this round of solo exhibitions. And so I went ahead and applied for it, and I got the slot for March 2025. I'm having a solo exhibition next year. It feels weird coming out of my own mouth because that's huge, right? Along with that, something that I knew I was going to be trying from the beginning of this year was going to local art festivals and scenes where I could sell prints of my work. And to be honest, that's been kind of up and down, mostly down if I'm being truly honest with myself, because I've been to a few here and there. I had a really successful one, was actually my first one in Arbutus, which is not too far from where I am, closer to Baltimore, if any Marylanders are watching that know the area. That one was really good. It was a really nice local art festival, and I was able to sell a good amount of my small prints. And I believe I sold one original that was a part of my art studies that I didn't want to keep anymore, so I was, selling those at a discounted price. After that, though, I've been participating in an Annapolis Art Festival, one that happens monthly from, I believe the first one was in June. Well, the first one I was at was in June and going all the way until November. And it was a huge investment because I did pay for all the months that they would be, I paid for the space for me to be in for every month that they would be holding it in. And because I've put so much money, I know what I need in order to make in order to break even. So I've been having sales at these festivals, but obviously not enough sales to cover how much I've already paid for. So that's the big thing that's been a point of discouragement for me, because like I don't know if it's worth putting in the money for this investment into these art festivals, but I think there's a high chance that it might, because it's not just about sales when it comes to business, especially the art business. When it comes to the art business, it's about making connections with people, and from those connections you can find opportunities, whether it be an actual sale of a print or an original, or finding opportunities to work with local businesses. That's something that I imagine I will be trying in the near future. And making connections to people who are artists themselves. I've had wonderful conversations with people in these art festivals who are experienced artists. And even at the first one I went to, I was at an art festival with someone who was a teenager and recognized my work. And I even told him, and his parents were there, the amount of energy and excitement that he has reminded me of when I was his age. So the fact that I can be in a position where I am, being an artist, and even though I'm not working full-time on my art yet, my ambition is to get to that position. And knowing that there's, younger artists out there who see my work and have that same dream, I feel this like sort of responsibility, because it wasn't just that kid. That festival was also near my college, and someone who went to that college, I didn't even know them. They said they followed me on Instagram, came to the festival and wanted to see my work, and I was like, that's crazy that I had an influence on that person to come to the festival just to see my work. I don't know where I was going with this point. I guess even though I've been a little discouraged, I feel some sort of responsibility and ambition to keep going. And it's not that I'm in a bad position. It's just the scary parts of being an entrepreneur, and an entrepreneur in a space where not a lot of people have success in the art industry. It's very difficult to have success in the art industry. But because I have the love for the art, literally, I love making art, and I have that entrepreneurial spirit. I never knew it was called being an entrepreneur until these past few years, but I've always had this ambition to, follow my dreams and my passions. So, yeah. This is pretty much where I am now. I actually made a recent in-person sale from a client of mine. I don't know if she cares about me saying her name, so I will keep it private. Someone who I know personally has been following my work for a few years, and she came in and bought, here, I'll put it on the screen, this painting. And this painting has actually been the most admired painting from every time I go to any of these art festivals and I talk with people. That one is the one that always catches people's eyes. So it didn't surprise me that this painting would sell? Been watching too much One Piece. And yeah, I was really happy to see it transfer over to a client / collector, because she did say that she loved the whole collection that it was a part of. As far as the works that I've worked on this year, I've been trying to dive more into working on bigger pieces and more pieces that explore a concept or an idea. And the biggest ones I've worked on so far were titled In Love with My Future and also Reaper's Curse. The first one that I wanted to really do was In Love with My Future, but I believe I started on Reaper's Curse after and finished before I finished the other one. So I'll talk about Reaper's Curse and then In Love with My Future. There was a line, or someone said this in either a movie or I heard it somewhere, that love can be the greatest curse. Somehow that resonated with me, and I wanted to make an art piece about that. And so the Reaper's Curse is basically that. The main subject of the painting is a reaper who is in love with the idea of life and because of her role as a Reaper, it's kind of a conflict of interest in a way. And so I kind of wanted to portray the idea of someone who is created to be one thing, but has the urge to be or want to do something else. And that's basically the idea I wanted in that painting. I wasn't exactly thinking about whether or not this painting was going to be, you know, quote unquote sellable, because one of the things I want to be known with my art as a contemporary artist is that I'm not afraid to make art that isn't exactly sellable and is more of a message or an idea, because that's what it means to be an artist. You sort of have the freedom and the space to express an idea or an emotion that you feel or you want an audience to feel. And that was why I was pretty confident in the creation of this painting. And also the next one as well. For In Love With My Future, I really wanted to make this I wanted to make it a piece that really stuck out and is sort of like one of my more ambitious pieces. And I wanted to explore what it means to be a contemporary artist with this piece. And in that, what I mean is that in my observations of the contemporary art world, a lot of the more successful pieces of contemporary artwork are explorations of different ways that art is made. But what I wanted to do with this one was to explore the way that I was applying texture. And I feel like that's something that I've always wanted to explore. And even in my early works in high school, I had this almost like artistic technique of applying texture to a painting. And I realized that could be something that I can explore and make almost my like visual signature within my work. And that's what I wanted to do with this painting. Now, for the idea and metaphor that I explored in this painting was obviously inspired, if any Billie Eilish fans are out there listening, the lyrics in one of her songs, My Future. And in that, the idea in the song and also in the painting itself is that the person singing or the person in the painting is someone who is confident in their future, but is aware of the storms or the trouble that may be ahead as they are pursuing the future. That's also sort of I was finding myself in the beginning of this year where I had this ambition to chase my dream of being an artist, even though I knew that, you know, I could struggle a bit, and that I did actually. But like in the painting and like in the song, I sort of had this like confidence that I can keep going, which is good because I haven't had confidence like this my whole life. But yeah, those have been really cool explorations for me to do as an artist. I think by now I should be wrapping up this video. I don't know how long it's gonna end up being. All I know is that I do want to keep making videos. I think it's really time for me to put more effort into this YouTube channel because it has been growing over the years, and I have been really grateful for the people who have discovered my channel and my art and have been giving me such wonderful comments saying, you know, how great my work is. And that really means a lot to me because I really do believe that I have this gift to make art for people because art connects with people and has the ability to make people happy in life. So if you think so too, subscribe and leave a like on this channel. Genuinely, I mean it. I really would mean a lot if you, you know, joined and followed the channel. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video now.